I'm trying to get ready mentally because today is a little bit big day as if time changes just for this event. Welcome back, everyone. How to put this? There's no running away from this. There's no running away, and even failing myself in all kinds of means. I can't even speak, sadly. And the pattern, the way how I took, is broken, as you can see. Take a deep breath. We need to start the game project. The old game engine is using the old creature class, the old script system with the script that deal with the creature class and everything. And a lot of things has changed, including the map, including the creature class is not a creature class anymore. There's a creature class and a creature object. The fire class, I haven't done anything in it, but it will make me suffer a little bit to change it. The object class need to be changed too. And we have tons of classes that didn't exist before, which are the animation classes. A lot of changes are going to. A lot of changes need to be made before we can load the file and make it work. Oh, what the heck is going on? This is the game engine too, right? Well, it's not working. Weird. So I was going to open the Game Lover too, but for some reason it didn't work. And I shouldn't waste time on this. Let's be honest. Maybe I changed the map class and for some reason it's not working. Anyhow, I don't want to waste time on this. I already worked a little bit on Game Lover 3. And I remove it from my Versionizer. And how to put everything in words? I remove all the errors. That's all what I did. But first of all, this is an old mono game. I don't know which one is this, 3.3 or 3.2. And yeah, it took me forever to finish the necessary part to upgrade. Maybe it's 3.3, I'm not sure. But there's a mono game version 3.5 now. So we are going to start a new project. And you can see that this video will be really boring because I'm really not sure what to do. And I'm a little bit panicking. This is the first time I make a project that is decoupled, that other projects will use it. And it is in a different type of normal projects. So I'm kind of digging to myself a deep grave. And first of all, I need to calm down, seriously. Second of all, I'm going to use this class. And I'm not sure if it's going to work. You know, the iOS and the Linux use Cimmerian, and I don't have Cimmerian license, and it costs monthly. And I might regret that if it's going not to work. And besides, OpenGL, and I don't know if that will matter or not. Maybe I should use the normal Windows desktop project and using the XNA old format or whatever. But I will go here and see, because sooner or later I need to move to cross-platform, and I was planning to make separate projects for each, but using the same engine sooner or later. But if I can get it from the first time, that will be wonderful. So let's take the challenge and do that. And I don't really want to change the name, but because I believe I uploaded 3 different projects on the stupid thing, and all of them have the same name, there were some issues with that. So I will just give it Game Lover 3. And this thing, Timbury, I will, yeah, give me a second. Of course. Give me a second. I don't know. I don't want to save it on the workspace thing. So let's save it in the old place. Then let's move this one here. And save the one in mono. The cross-platform project. Or, just, yeah, put it there. A lot of issues we have. One of the main issue is we don't have the program, and we don't have the game, and we don't have the content. God. So let's delete all of them. I don't know if what I'm doing is correct or not, but bear with me. I'm just playing around, and we'll try to figure out things from here. So the first folder we have, let's make the job one. And we need the animation. And then we need the normal classes, maybe. If you know how to define normal. So let's go here and check what's going on. And we have the GUI too. Do you know what? I will close this and save it and try to do something already. So this is the Game Lover, and this is the actual game. I made just the same thing. I'm on a game project, cross-platform, and why it says the project is initializing. Maybe it didn't save the file in a good way. Nope, it's here. What the hell was that? So this is the normal game. Absolutely normal. Now we want to add another project to here and consider it as a reference. And I'm not sure how to do that, to be honest. But let's give it a try. So let's go to the Game Lover 3 and add it. Now, if I add classes in here, first of all, let's run the test. It's working, all right. Now what? The thing is, this guy have no classes whatsoever, but I need to I need to get a way to reference it somehow. So, not you, idiot. I wonder if I can rename this one, or should I keep it as it is? So let's try to rename it, and let's call it test game as the same. You are renaming a file. Will you also perform a rename in the project? Yes. So I'm just trying new things. As I told you, it's a test project, so screw it. Let's test it all the way out. Remove these idiots, even though they are kind of nice to have documentation in your code, but so let's try to say using game lover. No. I don't know. So before we can do anything, let's try to add some classes. For example, let's add the most important class in here, or go to the go here and check what we have. All right. Calm down. Let's add existence classes and go to animation and old one and all of these. Go to the classes and existence ones and add all of these. To be honest, I wasn't going to do that. I was like, let's add one by one, but because I need to it didn't add the MC1. So let's make a new folder, call it MC. And these are templates for my menu component system, menu component MC. And this is the skills and attributes. And we need the last folder for SSI. Oh, I need better management to add some of the classes in SSI from the delete. What have I done? Scope to this. Aha, interesting. To put some of the classes, the XPC, in project, in the engine itself, and some of them in the game itself. So it depends on the game, we have different scripts. So I need to do that. So let me add to the game test as for testing purposes sooner or later, SSI, and later on I will add an EX. Yeah, I'm talking to you as if you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm extremely sorry for that. This is the expression class, and this is the guy who was responsible on the grammar for the interpreter. So it actually holds all the expression classes in here, but I shouldn't put all of them in here, and I don't want to put each one of them in a file in here. If I'm going to do that, I need to make a new folder for them, but usually they are sometimes they use each other's. So yeah. So this is for the engine. Later on, the games will have their own expression classes. So we need to add them in there, then add them into the string separator, the accepted expression that this interpreter will run. So something like that. So let's save. Let's go to the test game. First of all, because I modified this file and I saved, I will go to the old project and see if it's going to, if it adjusts anything. So you see, there's a classes in here. So any changes I do in here, it will do the changes in the real project. So if I have two games, I don't need to make the changes in both engines, and that's the whole point. So let's go to the test game. Oh, the last class we need to add, and let me add it to the project immediately because it's the biggest guy we have, the biggest and the meanest, the game core. So this is the guy that I was working on for years, actually since September. And this is the old class, the old game. Yeah, let's just delete it. Alright. A lot of issues. One of the issues, the map simulator use BGI objects to save a list to save the images. And in here we don't do that, we use the content. And apparently I don't know how to load the content manually. So be patient with me a little bit. So first of all, let's go to here and try to define a game core file as the game core file of this game. So of course we don't know what's a game core file, and we don't know what's the game lover. So I need to define a reference of this guy to here. How to do that? So using game. Oh, maybe I need to define it in here as reference extension project. Oh, is that from the solutions in here? Interesting. As I said, I never done that before. I still can't see it. By the way, let me check the reference of these guys. Yeah, they called Game Lover, not Game Lover 3, and I don't know if this is alright or not, because it's not the same name of the project, but let's keep it like that. So let's see if I can use the game core. No? Jesus. So I feel so stupid all of a sudden. Didn't I add the solution, the game lover thing? Wait, is that? Oh. Alright. Using game. Thank you. So wait, this is not a freaking class. So finally, we have a game file. We have our own game file. Isn't that exciting? No. No. So let's see. Can I say using Microsoft or Mono game framework? No. So I opened this page and I read it on fast. I just took a quick look on that to try to figure out how to use the new content thing. I used it a little bit, but they were still working on it, and it used to have some few bugs. And apparently it was a very old thing actually, and they removed it and they added it again. And I know how to do it like this, but I wonder if I need to do it by code. And in here it says the first step to custom content process, sir. Custom content processors. Just like XNA, to use them, you need to rebuild it correctly to work against monogame. The first step is removing all Microsoft XNA framework references and replace them with references to monogame framework. Oh, references, okay. So let's try to do that. I don't know why it says if you want to use custom content. What does that mean? Once your references are working, you don't need to change your assembly target platform. Do I really need to do that? Monogame does not support 32-bit assemblies in the content pipeline. This is mainly to allow the processing really big content as well as to simplify the number of configuration and native code. Well, let's not play with that for now. Do I need to force it to 64-bit or whatever? I don't want to play with that for now. Because it says that will make it work on bigger content or whatever. So it says this symbolist, the manual copy, added the content. So there are two ways in general to add the content, either to use the GUI that they provided, from what I understood. Anytime now. Either to use this idiot, and it has a location too, or do it manually. And if we are going to do it manually, well, we can use wildcard. And I really would like to do that, even though the first time I tried it, it didn't work for some reason. The problem with the wildcard, or if you want to do it manually, you need to deal with the XMP files. And I don't have XMP files. I don't know if there's a code to let the content turn them into XMP files to compile them or something. So anyhow, let's try. Let's try to make this work. Yeah, I apologize again. This video will be really long, really boring, and you will see me throw things everywhere because I'm not freaking sure. And I have several copies of the project, and it's just madness. It's just madness. So let's go and visit our old friend. Oh wow. This project still have some of the classes open from different projects. When I was trying to move around the changes, because I worked before, I sat streaming this video for more than 3 hours trying to move the new changes to the project. And I was like, you know what, let's start over because I feel I screwed up so big times, just big times. And let's focus a little bit. What am I doing? So let's make a new game. First of all, let's check Google Drive. The artist is busy drawing minions, and I believe he forgot what I asked him for. Oh well. Yeah, he didn't move these into one shot. God, I need to yell at him or something again. But I could use this one. Yeah, I need to yell at him. Oh well. He made several animation for firing and walking, but he didn't put them in a sheet and he didn't upload them. And I'm not going to move these by myself because I don't have the tools for that. Yep, I need to yell at him. Give me a second. I shouldn't do that on the stream, but in the meanwhile, we're just going to do silly examples. So let's make a new file. And almost the same freaking examples that I always do over and over. But bear with me. First of all. Game file, images. No, I want the content. And take all of these and say goodbye. And take all of these, say goodbye. I didn't make a game content folder for each game, and actually I should do that. Wow. Well, X. Make separate images or separate content for images and SP for each game file in the map simulator. Oh yeah, we have a new folder for the game. Let's put it here. So when I add an image here, like this one, you should add it in the content after I save. Block animation, I don't want any. Object animation, let's add at least one. Creature, let's add one. And we will change it later. Background, what the? Didn't I add backgrounds? Oops, this is the wrong image. Weapons, I don't have any. Accessories, we have his hand. This is quite lame, but bear with me. 32, 48. You have two sides. name Walker. Animation. I'm sure you saw me doing this over and over at least 10 times if you were watching me before. I don't want to play with the speed for now, but let's call this aim and let's call this fast aim. And let's make the frames is 20. Then save. The hell, dude? What the hell? Wow. Wow. Look at that. Errors. I still have problems with errors. Because of the loss, not the loss, because of the continuous changing of the system. The TBF, or time per frame, and animation tab, animation creation doesn't save and load properly. Maybe if I do this, yeah, I believe if I do this, nope, still not saving. Screw me, man, screw me. Slow frame. What if I say it's 20 in here and I saved? And go move here, nope, it's not saving at all. I feel, I don't know how to express that, but so fucking tired whenever I see one of these issues. It just, I don't believe it. I mean, working days and night, trying to fix these errors, and they never just cease to come up. They just keep coming. They just keep popping up. Like, come on, guys. I mean, give me a break. I mean, wow. I'm really, really angry because it's just silly. It's just so silly. I even forgot what I was going to do. Is this picture? No, this one will have one arm. Walker, right arm. Walker, right arm. Type 1. 32, 48. Position 48. So you have right arm, and it accepts the type Walker right arm. I should make several accessories on the same creature, but screw that, screw that. I'm already tired. I should, to make it more organized. Because if I'm going to make a general accessory for each arm and head and torso and leg for each creature in some of the games that they can change the stuff, it won't be nice. Move. Run. Attack. Hit. To get hit. Die. I wonder if Walker should have more than one type of deaths. aim 45 and aim 315. Attacking idle um, uh, let me think. Jump falling. Actually, falling is an action more than a state. The system, if you were with me when I start working on this, I was going to make state action state, but all of a sudden I make it into action action, or action list and state. Sorry. Pushing obstacle. This one needs more details. Obstacle in front, for example. A stair. What else? What else? What else? Ladder. Remove this into move front. Move up. Move down. Actually, falling is an action and a state. Let's save. I will do the animation results later on, but for now, first step, I don't know it's the first step, but let's keep working. So here we are going to add the images. We have image. And speed. Import, edit. Well, let's add existing one. Oh, you can add an existence folder. I don't know. Should I move it? Yeah, let's move it. Let's move the whole thing. My programming, C#, not the card calculator. I need to revive that project someday and complete it. Maybe connect it to the engine. Ha ha ha, that will take 3 years. Mono. not you. You. Content. Crap. Um. Ah, Jesus. I don't know if I add them in here, it will screw up or not. Like, if we do this. This shouldn't be an SP. What the hell? Did I done something wrong? This is not an SP. Um, edit. Talk about a lost cause. A lost cause, seriously. This image should be here. Oh, because I might add it and remove it. That's why you see it twice. I mean, when you remove something, it doesn't remove it from the file, does it? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Um, calm down. You have two folders of the same thing. Add existing items. Save. And save. I don't know. Now let's go to the game. Go to the pin. It's a little bit different, eh? And let's add the test file in here. You think I'm already done, right? Big no. Big no. Big no. There's a lot amount of work. Huge pile amount of work. What we are trying to do is to call the load from file thing. On the initialize. And crap. I believe the application path doesn't exist in here. Let's see the system IO thing. But I read that this thing is based on a system. It might return something that you don't want to deal with. So let's go to the shared function. Oh yes, I separate the things. I separate the things. There's no bath. Get app path. So this guy should return the correct path based on the system I'm using, but for now I'm dealing only with Windows. Even the code look weird. Really? Why is there a space? The hell? A lot of weird things today going on. I don't know if this will work or not, but let's give it a try. You're telling me there's no console? This is getting harder and harder a little bit. Oh yeah, it doesn't define anything outside XNA for the thing. So we cannot use console anymore, can we? That's mean, do I need to remove everything from there too? I will see about that. I might need to remove everything from there and leave only things without system. If that's the case, I cannot use system IO, can I? Great. Be patient. Be patient. Get app path plus and of course we need double slash. So let's see the first crash we have. Program does not contain the blah 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 method suitable for the main. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do wrong? How the hell did that happen? Program does not contain a static main method suitable for the entry point. I didn't do anything wrong. What the hell? I just add this one and add this one. I might move this one up. But I don't think this is the issue. I believe some Game Lover 3. I'm not dealing with Game Lover 3 anymore. Did I delete something? Yeah, laugh at me. Stupid system. This thing shouldn't have any kind of main, actually. And I don't think you need this, but let me not delete anything that I'm not sure for sure that it's needed or not. To be honest, I have no clue what does that mean. Let me be honest. But I done nothing wrong. I just add the content. The blue page was working. What if I don't use this one? and don't use this one. I mean, come on. It's in a game level 3 CS. See? This guy's killing me. Program does not contain static main method. Metadata file could not be found. Well, this one is working. Best way is just to search for this error. Let me check the project. Yeah, this one is not set, and that's exactly what I want. And let's call it class library. And just in case. Oh, weird. Why did he change that? I didn't change that. So now it's working for some reason. But let's return this, and return this, and see the crash. Oh, it didn't crash. So I want to see what this guy do, or what does. Apparently you cannot see. Well, there's a way to see it. So I'm checking if it's loaded the right file or not. And apparently do. So later on, when the game is loading from Mac or from Linux or from whatever this thing support and whatever the thing I want to do, I will go to the share folder or the share file, share function, and go here and make some reprocessing. If this is Windows, do this. If this is Linux, do this, and hopefully it will work. So let's see about that. Alright, so we got ourselves test game file. Let's get ourselves something else. What do we want? Let's load a map. Can we do that? So in the initialize, I don't have a function that adds maps, do I? Yeah, I can access the map AR immediately and add one. Alright. What? No. No. Maybe there's a static class. Yeah, I need to unify my ways. So this thing is hmm, I'm thinking, do I need to use this function all the time, or should I save the path in here, like or maybe even the game core itself, like hmm. Yeah, let's do that. And in here, oh boy, not that. So we have only one background, which is background 2. So let's make a new map, test map, and the size is, and let's add a background. With a size of 40 by 40. Last time I tested the map limit, and it's apparently can hold from 20,000 to 20,000, to 25,000, I mean, by 20,000. 20k by 20k to 25k to 25k, and it can save them and load them, and the size will be around 1.2 gigabyte in memory and hard drive. But when I implement partial loading in the memory, it should take less than 6 kilobyte. But that's another story. So let's add some stuff. The script is quite lovely, if you know what I mean, and it's totally in a huge mess now. So I'm not going to deal with moving to another maps for now. This is the work for, you know, why am I putting them here? I can put them in there, in here. What I'm trying to say, don't expect me to do everything at one shot. I'm just trying to make the map or the game file works more than anything else. So no movable rocks or whatever. It's funny how there's no transparent anymore because I need to define those. And I cannot add the creatures yet in here. I need to work on that. It doesn't save anything in the memory and in the map, but it will take. Yeah, I'm working on that. Give me a few years or something. So this map, I should move it to here. Why am I in whining mode? I feel I want to whine forever. Um, I'm not sure if this is the right function or not, but apparently it returns a map class and it takes a string name, so I believe it is, what the hell? Let me go and take a look. God. You gotta be kidding me. This is one of the oldest thing ever. Get out. No, 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 no. I need to fix all of this stuff. Let me remove this for a second. Each map used to save their own images before, and not anymore, not anymore. Is this a map class? Yeah, one of the oldest. So what the hell is this? Excuse me. So this thing is using the same trick for the game thing. And I should say two of them. And it should load the name and do the thing. Yeah. And it do loading the map thing. The map code, the whole thing will change. I'll change it later on. It's one of the oldest thing I ever have. And what was the name again? So the format and the whole thing will be changed later on, so I'm not that worried showing some part of it. Oh yeah. Doesn't this return a new map? Oh. Oh, what the hell? Give me a second. I have a headache now. What the hell is this? Give me a second. I'm sorry about that. It's expected when you deal with a lot of changes. It's really expected. And for a very long time, I've been working only on the game page, and I deserve this. It just, wow. So when you load a map, what do you do? So you see, this thing is returning. I'm going to change that. I will make a constructor that accepts a file. And so this is the first task that we need to do. Change map class. our map class. Change the load map function, static function, into a construct. Oh, the hell. Constructor. That's the first change I need to do. I feel lost, and I feel tired, and I feel everything. I feel sick. I feel overwhelmed. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? A binding list. Okay. Why do I like to make myself suffer sometimes and use some weird stuff like binding list? Are you telling me the binding list is the thing that I'm loading and saving the maps into it? Wonderful. So apparently we don't have any kind of ways to have the game file save the maps. I'm using a binding list to represent the maps. Remember, I add the function of supporting multiple maps just before I made Map Simulator 2. I added to Map Simulator 1, and it was the last addition to Map Simulator 1, and I felt like this is way too slow, this is way too difficult to change because the code is messed up, more messed up than this thing. So I start over. Later on, I start working on the game file. So actually, the multiple map support is, yeah. So I have two solutions. Either to leave this as it is, like screw it, and give the capability of adding different maps to the game file in here, not in there, in here, or make the functions in the map simulator. So anyway, it has been more than an hour while doing the stream. Thank you for watching me messing up a lot in part 1, and see you in part 2.